Hi, Gabor.
Hey, Linda, how are you?
So, what have you been doing lately in the poetry world?
Well, I'm doing jazz poetry for 26 years now in Hungary, and every second month I have one with not the jazz band, but mostly two musicians, and probably that's what you saw on the face. Plus, I just in May I have two books out in Hungarian: a prose, short stories about my life back in the States. Someone I was asked to write a series of essays about my life and focus on Ginsberg and the Beats. So the book that's why it's called Ginsberg and Company. Can you see this?
Yes, and then that's in English, and we can get it here in the States.
Now this is in Hungarian.
Oh, because I'd love to read that. I hope it'll
It's
be.
it's well, I know that some people read it because they Google translated the text because everything that's in this book is up on a site called 1749.hu.
Whoa, 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 whoa! I'll,
It's
I'll,
easy.
I'll
It's
play
good.
it back and get it. So let's
It's
continue.
good. It's Goethe's birth year.
Mm.
Goethe year of birth 1749, 1749. Dot who hu, and it's an international literary magazine on the net, mainly in Hungarian, but the authors are foreigners. So it's translations, and I'm one of the translators who gave them lots of work: Native American poetry, other American poets, and they asked me to write this essay about my life, focusing on the beat poets. That's why it's called Ginsberg and Company.
Okay,
It's not. It wasn't me who gave the title to this.
okay. Let's talk about your life in the U.S. I honestly don't remember. Maybe I should, or I don't think I ever knew that you lived here several years. When you visited El Paso, I thought you were on a poetry tour and you came from Hungary, but you might have been living in the U.S. Uh,
For me, yeah, 88 to 2002.
so it was around 2002-ish. I think that it could have, it felt like it was a little later though, maybe three or four.
It was. I moved back to Hungary, but then I visited the U.S.
Okay, so you did
every year
come,
for several months
right?
because I had a co-translator, Michael Castro, you might heard of,
Yes, oh yes, yes.
and he was a good friend of mine, and he translated Hungarian poetry with me.
Hmm.
And we went around the country a few times when we published an anthology, and then when we published Attila József's uh, poetry book, 50 Poems by Green Integer. So we went around. That's how I ended up in El Paso. Jonathan Penton invited me.
Yes, Jonathan Penton of Unlikely Stories.
My
I appreciate the fact that he did that. Here you are. How many languages do you actually speak?
only two.
Oh, English and Hungarian.
Yeah, I used to speak German and Dutch, but they are back in my memory. I don't speak those languages anymore. I used to live in Holland for 2 years.
Oh, yes, yes, I did read that. Were you doing mostly poetry type things, or were you just having a good old time?
Uh, I was
Both.
just having a good old Mariana time.
But when you,
Poetry started, sorry to cut you off. Poetry started there, though. That's when I wrote my first poem
so you were quite
in
young, I'm
Holland.
guessing. How old were you?
I was 28.
Oh, oh. So, but you've been translated into Arabic, Bulgarian, Czech, and Italian, in addition to Hungarian and English. S- That's pretty interesting. And you've translated at least 19 books yourself, haven't you?
Yeah,
Fought from Hungarian to English or both ways?
both ways.
Uh,
I can. You. I can show you some books. Like you just mentioned. Yeah, I have a poetry book out in Czech language, in Bulgarian, in Arabic, and this is the most recent. It's in Italian,
Mhm.
translated by Anna Lombardo, and it was published in the Isle of Elba by Persepone Press, and it's bilingual, English and
Oh,
the translator Anna translated my English poetry to Italian.
so it's just poets or publishers you happen to meet along the way, and they asked to do this, or you asked to do that? How does it come about that you're translated into so many languages?
It's totally different. Oh, the Attila József book, which is called A Transparent Lion. I didn't bring it over here, but I can grab it if you want me to. It was published in 2006, and I saw the books, pocket books by the publisher Green Integer, formerly Sun and Moon. Some people might remember Sun and Moon, and it's Douglas Messerly. And there was a phone number, and I really liked that book that format. And it had the original author's picture on the cover. And I just called up the publisher and I asked him, "Do you know Attila József?" He said, "Of course I know." I said, "I have 19 poems by him. Would you be interested?" So I sent him the 19 that we translated with Michael Castro.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of letters, he called me back, "I need a book." So that's how that book came about.
Mm-hmm.
So that was easy, actually.
Mm-hmm. So
The others
it's just
weren't that.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, the others, like this book, Detoxification of the Body.
Mm-hmm.
It's my own poetry book in English by a Los Angeles-based press, El Martillo, the Hammer. Latino, Chicano authors run this press. It's a small press. I met them in Italy 2 times, and second time they said we want to publish a book in English. So other times I have to write letters and letters for years
Oh, yeah,
before
of course.
someone says, yeah, sure.
Would you like to read 2 or 3 pieces from your latest book, Detoxification of the Body?
Yeah. Okay. It's a nice little book. Okay. Pardon my English, it's a little rusty, Recognition of ennui. The wind was lost in my hair and fell into my shadow on the other side of earth in this invisible cold. Questions lurk in my eyes, my organs slowly evaporating. Their absence leaves a gap in the water. My face shows no killing intent. Every wound heals on the trunks of unknown trees. The arches of the future disappear on their greenish branches. Naked darkness multiplies my shoulders. My chest is a bed of miry leaves. Frogs bathe in the pools of my footsteps. Stories splash onto the shore sand. Every part of my body is a hired message. My features are a lost smile in clay slush. Pine needles, raindrops fall from the sky. No one cries for the wound of another. I carry an avalanche on my fingertips. Earth grows wings on the sides of the mountains and flies up to the stars that burden her body with life. The stones with our names neither belong to nor are magnetized by any shadowy figures. The smoke of burning birch bark colors my skin, makes my eyes water, tests the orifices of my skeleton. Roots of clouds snake through my intestines. Our innocence is based on the forgotten dreams of the night. The roof of our silhouettes overshadowed our decisions. The tree branches penetrated millions of parchments. Our relationship might not be correlated to any behavior.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you.
it's one of the longest one. I don't write very long poems.
Oh, I want to ask you about that title. I thought it was going to be like going through a 12-step program or something. What did you, uh, how did you come up with that title? How does it represent the book?
I'm drinking whiskey now, but I should be it's from drinking detoxification. You're gonna detox your body, so it's a everyday problem for many people. So I
Right.
figured it would be a good title.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
So,
but most of the time, if you put it in, all these uh, books on Medicare and
oh,
come up. I know,
right, because I think people take it literal at first, but there's many ways to detoxify from many different things. So,
but
yeah,
my
yeah.
My Italian book is Evolution of Armadillos. It's nothing to do with the poems, even the poem that has this title. I just like weird titles.
Okay. Yes, they were more memorable. We talked about this earlier several years ago, but you were the foremost translator of Native American poetry into Hungarian. Are there
Yeah,
others?
yeah, they started doing it after. Yeah,
So there is a specific
younger
there's a
young people started doing it.
mhm. So there's a specific interest in the youth toward Native Americans.
The Hungarians
Our,
love Native.
hmm,
Hungarians love Native Americans.
mm,
I mean, there are groups of people, hundreds of them, who even created Native American tribes. Like from the early before the white man showed up, they created tribes. They have names, and they dress like Native Americans of the early ages. They built teepees and lodges that, yeah. And the Native Americans don't like that. I spoke with many of them, and they don't care for that.
well, it's interesting. But I
Yeah,
want to ask you about okay, a few years ago, you became Hungary's Beat Poet Laureate Lifetime Award from the National Beat Poetry Society, I
yeah,
mean Foundation, headed by and owned by Deborah Tosin Kilday. Was that a surprise for you? I mean,
yeah.
when they called you and told you, or however they told you, was it like a total surprise, or had
Yeah, at first I didn't know that it exists. Second, I didn't know anybody.
no?
No,
Okay, well
that
that
I remember.
and that's how it's actually done. I understand. If you
Well,
like, you're striving for it, that's not a way to get it.
well,
It's a surprise.
that's how it should be done. I'm pretty sure that many people applied for a position like that. Actually, I can even figure
Mhm,
some names out.
mhm.
And it happens in Hungary too. That yeah, oh, give me a prize, give me a prize. I'm not one of those.
But that's not how the International and National Beat Poetry Foundation operates.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
I even went there. I
yeah.
was at one of the gatherings,
Hmm.
up there. So I met Debbie, and
Hmm.
you know what? I'm lying. I met one of those guys.
You know Bengt, right? Bengt Borklund from Sweden.
Oh, Bengt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
but he came later.
Hmm.
He became poet laureate a little bit later. Uh, Bengt. Yeah, yeah, he's a great guy. I met him in Egypt at a poetry festival,
In
and
Egypt. Wow. Okay.
outside of Hungary, I was in Banff.
Hmm.
You know Banff?
Yes, in Canada.
In Canada, they have a translator's residency, a 3 week long, and that was really an amazing place. I met so many good people there, and they didn't care what language you translated to. I was translating Jim Northrop, an Ojibwe poet, to Hungarian, and applied with that, and they took me in. So, and that was great, a great experience and great people, and Banff and the surroundings is beautiful too.
Hmm.
So that was my most successful residency. The others,
Overall, it's pretty impressive. And you had something titled acting experience or something or film work. So have you been
yeah,
an actor in some films?
yeah, you can see them on YouTube. There, one is called Understudy. It was shot in San Francisco when I lived there in 92 or 93 or something. And the other one is called The Dictatorship of Taste. And St. Louis filmmakers came to Budapest and we interviewed Hungarian poets. Did you see that?
I did see something. I saw one that I thought it was all about you, where they were asking people things about you. And there was one about how you like skinny girls.
Yeah.
Was that in there?
I, yeah, but it seems that you just watched the beginning of it, but it's not long. It's 90 minutes. You should
Oh,
watch the whole thing. It's
I thought I
dictatorship
did.
of taste because the dictatorship, during communism, whatever taste you had, it didn't matter because what the dictator had, that's what mattered.
Hmm.
If they didn't like what you were doing, then you weren't supported.
Yeah, I've wanted to talk to you about that time in your life. You lived through that.
Yeah, and I lived through this regime.
Oh,
It
and
just
they
ended.
got voted out. Well, I don't want to say much for various kind of reasons you can imagine, but we're going through some stuff here,
I know.
real serious.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I'm paying close attention to.
mhm,
We voted against him.
yeah. Well, you can't. You're not American. Are you also an
Of
American?
course, I'm American. Yeah,
You have American citizenship.
yeah, I do.
So do are you in the US right now?
No, no,
Because I thought it was going to be Hungary.
I'm in Hungary.
Okay.
No,
Oh,
I,
wow.
no, I got my citizenship when I lived in New York.
Oh, so you've been a citizen for a few years.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, do you plan to come to the US again anytime in the next couple of years?
After Trump is gone, I,
Oh, you said the
God forbid,
word. You said the word.
God
Well,
forbid.
well, okay. So you'll have several CDs out as well.
Yeah, they are just a few of them.
Yeah.
They are just for fun. They all been handed out,
Ah,
maybe 30, 50 copies, nothing,
oh
nothing
yeah.
serious.
Super small press
No,
for.
no distributor.
Oh,
No.
oh, I see. Uh, oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about the exhibitions where I think if I understand correctly, artists painted their interpretation or impression of your poems,
Right. I
and
have
it was
two
a
of those.
separate artist for each poem.
Yeah. They all got a book and they chose a poem and they made their art.
And was that at a museum or where
Yeah,
would it
actually,
go?
it was at the Petőfi Literary Museum. So we have a literary museum in Hungary, in Budapest. It's called Petőfi. Petőfi was a 19th century poet, and they named the literary museum after him.
Mm-hmm. Was
So
there?
it's a great honor to have an exhibit in that museum. So
Yes.
it was open for 2 months.
Mhm. Oh, that
Yeah,
does sound very, I don't know, exciting. I mean, I would love to be part of something like that. Um,
yeah. I was lucky because I when I lived in Budapest and even here in Szeged, I go to art opening a lot. I
mm,
used to go in Budapest. No, so I met lots of artists,
mm,
and when I asked them, hey, some very famous artists, well known and with lots of prizes. And they said, sure, oh, that's so exciting. Yeah, I want to do it. So that was easy too, actually. And
Is there somewhere we can see that exhibit, like YouTube or somebody's website or something?
I can send you the link. I have it. I have the whole thing with the poems, but the poems are in Hungarian and the artwork.
Okay. Okay. Do you have some more poetry ready to read and show us the book or whatever you're reading from, or if it's
Well,
next time?
it's the same thing, but I wanted to show you something. Okay, I read this. It's a short. It's much shorter than the other one. It's when we. It's a one. It's a 1,000 poets for a change event in Italy when we went to Amalfi, and I wrote this poem there. Lost goon sticks seen at the Amalfi coast. The surface of the sea is warped by the weight of cargo ships, around them the footsteps of Jesus. Rain-beaten seagulls follow his path, nibbling on trash and occasional small fish, confused by the splash caused by the soles of his feet. Gradually, the largest ship, too, vanishes into oblivion. Your last chance is a fishnet hanging from the waist of Jesus, forgotten by the children of lost fishermen. Yeah.
Nice.
And it's from the detoxification. But I want to show you something that I did. If you're interested in what I translated to English and to Hungarian. You mentioned the Native Americans. This is the book. It's called Bear Cloud Over the Mountains. No, Bear Cloud Over the Cities. And it is 20-something Native American poets. And this is it's Manhattan from New Jersey. The photo, if you can see it well.
Yes.
And it's called Would You Wear My Eyes? You know whose poem that is? Would You Wear My Eyes? It's Bob Kaufman.
Who?
Bob Kaufman.
Oh, Bob Kaufman. Oh, yeah.
Bob Kaufman, yeah.
Yes.
So it has Bob Kaufman in this book, and Ron Combe and Michael Castro, and I have Andre Essiman, prose by Andre Essiman, and Elaine Miles poems, and so lots of people. It's like prose and poetry from English, and this one is recognize this guy.
Yeah.
That's the Michael Schumacher book, Essential Allen Ginsberg, and I was the Hungarian editor and translator of this book. And I'm very proud. It's thick like hell. It's 451 pages. And so these are the latest Hungarians. And I published 3 Hungarian ladies, Shelter Under the Sun, The Singing Bone Press, and a gypsy poet, Attila Balog, also by Singing Bone Press, Heart Attacks of the Soul, and this is by White Pine Press, Would You Wear My Eyes? This is Hungarian poetry.
Yeah. I think
8 men and 8 women.
You put my name in there somewhere on one poem or something.
You're in you have me translated.
Yeah, there's one or two.
You should have the. Do you have the book?
I do. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Would you indulge me with reading a very short poem or something in Hungarian, just so we can hear the sound of the language, the music?
Rovatmúltú bal kezemmel keresem a zsebemben apám és anyám, előveszem, és beteszem a másikba őket, de visszahallanak. Nem bírják ezt a klímát.
Would you
Okay.
would you tell me what it was? What you said?
Oh, I have this in English. It's called In Vain. With my previously convicted left hand, I'm looking for my father and my mother in my pocket. I take them out, I take them out and put them into my other pocket, but they fall back. They don't like the climate. The reason I remember this poem because that's the very first poem I wrote in my life.
I read that somewhere in
It's
some
been
article.
published.
Yeah.
Because when I lived in Amsterdam in a crack house, crack is not the drug. It's the people who took an empty house, an empty building, and they took it over. How do you call those?
Oh, I don't, and
Yeah,
I
but you
got,
know what I mean.
yeah, I know what you mean. So it wasn't
We
a
just
crack,
moved
really
in.
a crack house. It was like some people just moved in.
Yeah, we just moved in. We changed the locks, and it became ours. So I lived in a building like that in
Squatting.
Amsterdam.
I think we call it squatting when you
Yeah,
live
squat
somewhere.
house. Squat house. That's it. Right, squat house. And I lived on the third floor, no windows, and it's cold. And then I wrote this poem.
Oh,
It's for remembering my parents,
right, right.
So,
I read something, an article about you or something that had that in it, and I thought that was pretty deep first piece to write.
yeah, that's my best poem ever. Yeah.
Well, are there any new projects coming up, or are you traveling around Europe or reading or anything on the horizon that you want to share with us?
Well, with my Italian publisher in Elba, we are thinking of me going there with this new book, the Armadillo book, sometime in the fall to show it around in a few cities. And another gypsy poet is coming out by El Martello Press sometimes in the fall. Caro Bori, he's 70 something already, and so I might go to LA when it's out, and then if I have the money, if someone supports my traveling, I would go and show that book around in other
Okay.
cities.
Okay.
And that's it so far. And next Monday I have I have a book party because I'm showing both of my books. I have two great people who were kind of hammering me with their questions about my prose book, this Ginsberg and Company, and my poetry book that is still it's still not out, but it should be out tomorrow or the day after tomorrow.
Mhm.
So that's the other than that, nothing. Working in the
Okay.
garden, helping my wife.
Well, thank you very much for sharing some time with us.
Okay, I thank you.
Nice to see you, and looks like you're doing fine.
Well, I can't complain, or I don't, or I
Yeah,
won't.
right. What good does it do?
No,
Okay.
listen, things going well. Two books in the same time, and yeah, it's like the last 2 years, book wise, are good.
Yeah.
So I can't complain about that.
Okay. All righty.
Okay.
See you out there in the poetry world.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.